Hi friends, we're back in my studio. I know it's been a couple weeks. I am here tonight to hopefully not disappoint the 90 people that subscribed to me in December. Thank you so much. I had a busy holiday season and also I have agoraphobia problems. So this is the first time I've been back here in like 2 weeks and I'm a little bit nervous to be by myself, but we're here and we're doing it because this is the year of the YouTube channel. I'm wearing my boyfriend's robe. He insisted that I bring it because it's pretty cold in here, even though it's like taking over my arms, but we'll just try not to light this on fire. If we do, that would be a good thumbnail. I'm trying to keep this intro short and sweet because this ain't a vlog. This is a WTF video. WTF, if you didn't see the last one, stands for What the Fate. And What the Fate is a little game I like to play. I am a metalsmith and I roll a D&D dice, which I do play D&D. Isn't that cool? I actually just started playing with my boyfriend's family and it's super fun. But anyway, getting off topic, this isn't a vlog. Today I'm gonna be rolling a D8 because I only have 8 of each thing. I'm so low on supplies and stones and just everything. WTF is a little game I like to play where I roll a die, I put it in my little machine, I call it the WTF machine, I'll show you in a sec, and whatever the die tells me to do, I do. Today, I have everything in this little box. I have 8 pieces of vintage broken jewelry, and I have 8 stones. So I'm going to roll, this is my WTF machine, I'm gonna roll my die, 1 through 8, it will tell me what stone to use, and then I'm gonna roll twice for embellishments, is what I like to call it. I will pick a piece of vintage broken jewelry to embellish my piece. I'm gonna be making a pendant today instead of a ring, because I think that's more universal, easier to sell. I'm also gonna be rolling for bail. The bail is the little loopy thing at the top of the pendant that you put the chain through. And then I will also be rolling for finish, which is like high polish, matte finish, you know, whatever. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer so we can roll our die and you can see what we're doing here. I always get confused with the D&D dice, like when we're playing, I'm like, D8. I suddenly can't count. I suddenly have forgotten how numbers work. Somebody just tell me which one is the D8, but I think it's this one. So we're gonna roll for stone first. Give me a good one. They're all good, actually. Stone number 4. Once again, I'm not super organized. I swear I bought like another container that was specifically just supposed to be for stones, but I left it at home on accident. And I bought stickers so that I could like label everything. Left them at home, duh. But I was already here, I wasn't trying to postpone this, so. So I just put everything in this little box. So I don't know which stone is stone number 4. We're gonna find out together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh no. I put this one in here because I was like, I've had this stone for 7 years now, at least. This is one of the first stones I ever bought before I understood that I can't be spending a lot of money on stones like this. So this is maybe one of the most expensive stones I have in my possession, and it's called a Snowville Variscite. It's incredible. I have been hoarding it for so long. I never thought I would use it, but all right, WTF, this better be a good one or I'm gonna be ripping this stone out and continuing to hoard it. Also, that means the final piece is gonna be kind of expensive. We're gonna roll for embellishments now. So embellishment number 1 is number 7. I do apologize if you can hear my heater. Obviously it's cold because I'm in here sporting a full ass robe, but yeah, I can't turn that heater off. I'm real sorry if it's annoying. All right, embellishment number 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. It's this earring that is like layered and cool looking. I think that could be really cool with this stone. Both of them give me kind of like 70s vibes. So together, I think they could do something very cool. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna roll one more time for one more embellishment. And that's gonna be embellishment number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Okay, when I was putting these in here, I was like, I do want these because they're very cool, but also, what would I do? I don't know. Okay, this is cool. I'm excited about this. Also, it definitely goes kind of with the 70s, with the 70s vibe. Flower power, my dudes. So, wow. This is, what do they call this? Like filigree? I should probably know this. I'm a jeweler, right? Filigree, is that what it's called? Am I tripping? That's me using California lingo as an Ohio girl. Was that cool? Did it sound natural? Okay, these are very cool pieces together. I am excited about this. I think, yes. No, I am very excited about this. This is gonna be a really cool piece. Now we are gonna roll for bail. There are 12 bail choices, so I'm gonna roll a D12. Bail number 5. And bail 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have them all written here. 5 is stamped circle. Okay. And lastly, we're gonna roll for finish. Also a D12. Finish 1, high polish. Perfect. Have you guys ever had these? They are so delicious. And this is the 3rd pack of them that I've had since I've been here, because they're the only snacks that I have here, which might surprise you because of the snack haul that I shared with you guys in my Vlogmas. All those snacks are gone. Well, no, I have a couple applesauce and some raisins, but these are hitting right now. They're so freaking good. They're like sweet and salty. My fingertips get itchy when they're cold. Does that happen to anybody else? I don't know if anybody knows what the hell I'm talking about. I'm very excited about the pieces that I got in this WTF challenge. These are all very cool, and I think they'll make something really cool together. I'm gonna sit here and try to like sketch something that I think will look awesome. I'm allowed to use silver behind the stone, and like if I need something behind maybe these flowers, I'm not sure. And I can use silver to wrap around the stone and to make my bail. But other than that, I have to just use what I got here. Love's for beginners, ain't no winners, it slips through your fingers. I ain't telling no lies, so F all the drama, F the karma, just do what you wanna. Promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Okay, here's my design. Is it good? Yeah. No, I think it's cute. Is it gonna be easy to execute? I don't know. I don't know how fragile this little flower is. I don't know if it's gonna be super easy. I need to remove the little jump rings that are soldered around it, so I guess I'll see. I wanna solder it onto this other piece, so I don't know how easy that's gonna be. I don't know if this little filigree guy, I don't know if that's even the right word, is gonna like melt when I try to solder it. I don't know. This is an experiment. Thanks WTF for making me go outside of the box. Do you guys remember that show, Out of the Box? Out of the Box. I loved that show. I think I was way too old to love that show, but I did like it. I'm gonna take all the jump rings and things off of these that I don't need and see how well they fit together. I did a complete 180 on the design. I decided to put the little rainbow looking thing at the top and use another one of the little flowers at the bottom underneath the stone. And then I'm going to take this little dome that was attached to like the earring part of the little rainbow looking thing and put that, hopefully if I can, oh my God, if I can solder all of these things together without them all melting, this would be a miracle. This video might not even happen because the silver is all so thin. And that's something I've noticed about like vintage jewelry, because I work with it a lot to try to like revamp pieces that are broken. I bought like bags of broken jewelry on eBay, and I just have sifted through them over the years and tried to fix the ones I can, or like try to whatever, upcycle them. But anyway, all this old silver jewelry is always like using very, very thin silver, which is probably smart, honestly, because it's so much cheaper. I should start using really thin silver too. I always buy like the thickest shit I can afford, and it's like, why? I could buy so much thin silver. All these people did it, and this, well, okay. It came around. Their jewelry's broken. How long has it been in existence though? I don't know. I was sitting here feeling like a little bit emotional about this flower piece that I'm reworking because it's very obvious that this is handmade. And my God, I can't imagine how much time it took for this person who made this to make this. And they were probably very proud of it. And I don't know, maybe they're dead. So maybe they're not thinking shit about it, but hopefully they don't see this video and think, what the fuck is this weirdo in a robe and red lipstick doing on YouTube, taking apart my necklace? It was broken. Gertie, I'm really sorry. I hope that I'm doing it justice. It's only 7:37, so I've got some time. All right, let's hop to it, Hop Toad. What is that expression even? Is that even a real expression, Mom? That's something my mom always said. I don't know if it's real. All right, bye. I am so cold. I had to stand up so that I could try to warm my body. It's 46 degrees outside, which maybe doesn't sound that cold. I'm from Ohio, it doesn't sound that cold, but in this room with the concrete floor and the massive ceiling that is metal, or not even there's no ceiling, it's just a roof that is metal, like, I don't know, 15 feet in the air. It's really cold in here and I'm having a hard time having the energy to like do anything. All right. This is what I do every time I fill my torch. Just please. See, it won't even go in because it's, I don't know what the science is, but it's so cold that like the butane won't even go in. It just like sprays out. Are there any scientists out there who can tell me why? I got the small flower soldered onto a piece of silver. So now I'm gonna cut this out and then put the stone on top of this. I really wanted to finish this tonight, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It's 9:30 almost already. So Zach's gonna come pick me up and we're gonna eat something. I made pretty good progress. I got the little dome thing soldered inside the big flower, which, oh my God, I was crossing my fingers so hard that those two things, because both of those things are so thin, I thought that they were all just gonna melt into a ball. But it is in there and soldered and secure. I got the stone setting soldered onto the small flower. All I need to do tomorrow is combine it all, solder it all together, and then make the bail with the, what was our bail? Stamped circle bail. I'm really excited to finish this though, so I will see you tomorrow, which will be 2 seconds for you. Bye. When I said this wasn't a vlog, I did mean it at the time, and it's still kind of not, but we're day 2. It's like 3 p.m. I'm still at my apartment. I have no pants on, that's why I'm crouching down. I am anxious and feeling like paralyzed, and my legs feel weird, and I'm scared to go to my studio by myself. And I just hope that this channel And the fact that I'm being so vulnerable all the time on the internet does help people who might also be close to 34 years old and can't function and also have like 50 cents in their bank account and like have tools and resources and the ability to like have work but have a really hard time. Because it's valid, it's real, but I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna do my hair, and then I'm gonna go to my studio and finish that pendant. I made it, hi! You are also safe on this corner of the internet to be 34 and wear lopsided alien antenna piggies. Do what feels good. Life is hard. Anyway, I'm back and we're gonna finish the WTF today. It's a lot less cold in here, at least right now. It's like 5 probably, I think. So let's get to it. I was having a hard time yesterday like vocalizing what I was doing or caring enough to like set this up because I was so freaking cold. Now I really just need to put it all together. I do want to flatten out this flower. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of domed. So I want to see if I can flatten that out so that everything is flat. Everything so far has been going like too well. Like I don't want to jinx myself, but when I like drew these numbers and found out that these thin pieces of metal is what I had to work with, I was like, I don't know if I can solder all these together. Like that seems maybe impossible, but so far everything is soldering together nicely and I'm not melting anything. So I'm hoping when I solder the entire piece together that things don't melt. I'm also hoping I don't wreck this flower by trying to flatten it, but I don't really want it to be domed. Maybe if I use a burnisher, this is a burnisher, maybe I can kind of push it. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna work way better. Okay, that's pretty flat. This is so nice. I cleaned up all the trash and stuff around my bench and now I can like pull my tripod right up here next to me. So I was sitting here thinking about how I'm gonna assemble all of this and I was thinking like this flower is very fragile, very thin, put together with like very, very thin silver bezel wire, I guess. I don't really know how people do this. I think it's like bezel wire. Fine silver, I think, which is very soft. I don't have a ton of silver. I don't have enough silver to like completely back this thing, but I was thinking I do have this little piece of silver sheet that I can cut a circle out and back it enough to where it can't bend and it's gonna stay sturdy, solder that on there, and then put it all together. If I'm gonna sell something for a price that it is worth with a very expensive stone, very nice, very expensive stone, then obviously I need to be sure, 100,000,000% sure that the thing's not gonna bend in half. So this is what we need to do.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump.
Oh, all right, that was harder to solder on than I expected, but it made it so much sturdier. Sorry if you can hear the heater. I just had to turn it on. I guess 6 o'clock is when the cold comes. All right, y'all, it is time to assemble. I really need to get a mini fridge in here. I'm so freaking hungry. All I have is raisins. And you know you're hungry when you're like, ooh, raisins, 90 calories worth of raisins. That's what I want. Ingredients, raisins. Raisins are mechanically stemmed and may contain an occasional grape stem or wood piece. I like that actually. I like when you get a little stem. Adds a little bit of crunch, a little texture, you know? I almost forgot that I have to make a bail. Stamped circle bail according to fate. So I was gonna look through my scrap silver bag and see if there's anything I could use. Like, here's a little piece of wire that might be good. Another piece of wire that might be good. Stamped circle. So I think I'm just gonna make it real simple and stamp like kind of just lines on it in kind of like a sunburst pattern. I don't want to stamp any like words or symbols really. I think I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna stamp it with this big old chisel that I got from Home Depot. How big do I want this thing? I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna stamp it first and then I'll figure out how big. I'm just gonna stamp the whole thing. I'm just gonna stamp like lines. I'm not making it super precise. It's just kind of organic. Okay, that's probably enough. I'm gonna see if I can bend it so that the stamped part is like on the outside, so it's kind of like a little sunburst. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Let's see. Try to bend it on my little bender guy. Bender guy is called a ring bender tool, ring bending tool. I don't know if it's gonna let me bend it in the way that I want. Maybe if I talk real nice to it. Hey, Mr. Ring Bender. Oh, that's actually working. Thank you so much. Hi, sir. You're looking bendy today. You are so strong. I can't believe you can bend this metal like this. Wow. It's not working. Has anyone ever told you that you look like that model? I swear you've aged backwards since I've known you. You are really just, come on. The sucky thing too is that fate said this has to be a circle. I can't just leave it as a little half circle. I gotta get it all the way circled. Mr. Bendy Boy finally pulled through. And I think this is enough of a circle. I didn't want to finish the circle completely because I have my maker's mark stamped on the back of here. And if I made it a full circle, I'd solder over that. And I don't want to do that because I already stamped it, so whatever. Close enough, Fate. I think Fate's fine with that. It looks like a circle from this way. So I'm gonna solder it all together now.
She didn't love you back. All she did was leave a hole in your chest. You didn't get that job, even though you really gave it your best. And now you're wondering what's the point of anything at all. But let me tell you why, that's just life putting you through the test. Before the dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you can't get out. Just remember, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now and remember.
It's soldered, and frankly, it's fantastic, mostly. I really need to flip it to the back and make sure that I've got a lot of solder under the big flower onto the small flower so that it's very secure. So what I'm gonna have to do here is stack up some of my little, I don't know what these are called, honeycomb soldering things. RIP if you have that fear of holes thing, because these have a lot of holes, so viewer discretion is advised. I'm gonna have to use those and my files that I like to use to get the height right on things, to flip this upside down with this little dome and all these different layers. I just need to like make the layers sit nice enough so that stuff won't move, so that I can flow some solder on the back. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you'll see.
You gotta stumble. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you
Okay, do you see what I mean here? I laid it as flat as I could. I used this file to like hold up the bail part, and I used these pieces of honeycomb to kind of suspend the piece so that hopefully it won't move around and like unsolder in different places. If you're not a jewelry person, this makes absolutely no f***ing sense. But if you are a jewelry person, you feel my struggle right now. Wish me luck. This looks very freaking cool. I'm super excited about how this came out. I love these WTF pieces. Have I said that enough? The only thing that I'm not super stoked on is the bail on the back. It's like a little bit turned too far one way, but I'm not gonna fix it. There's just too much going on here for me to like try to fix that and potentially mess up. Do you see these layers? Like, hello, that was hard. That's some hard soldering. So we're not messing with it. It's perfect enough because it was made with hands. But like, look at this thing. This is a big old pendant, and I'm so excited to see it done. It needs to go for a little spa day in the pickle, which is just vinegar and salt, hot vinegar and salt. It's gonna take this from this like crusty orange color to a white, like a kind of a dusty white, and then we'll polish it up, set the stone, blah, blah, blah. I said I was done, but then I decided I needed to be like 12 million% sure that this was not going to bend. So I found this little piece that was actually part of that, and I soldered it on the back to serve as like a little brace or something. I don't know, but it's very, very solid now. So now it goes in the pickle. It got cold, and I realized that I forgot my cleaning toothbrush at my apartment, so I can't clean this up in order to get it ready to be oxidized. So I'm gonna have to do that at home. I did set the stone because I can't do that at home. So that's ready to go. I just need to oxidize the piece after I'm able to clean it, and then I'll finish it up and I will show you the finished piece at home, and then probably tomorrow morning when it's like actually good lighting. But yeah, this is what it looks like after being pickled. It's gonna look so good when it's oxidized. I'm really happy with it. I'm always happy with these WTFs. They just make me happy. I'll see you in a sec once I get home and finish it. Okay, bye bye bye. Scoopy, you wanna be in my video? Come on, Scoopy up. Fate kind of killed it with this one. Honestly, this is maybe my favorite WTF I've ever made. I don't know, I feel like I say that every time, but this one is very cool. I did have to redirect a little bit from Fate's original plan because the dice told me to do a high polish on this. And the filigree stuff, which I did Google that is what it's called, it's really delicate. And I didn't want to put a really fast spinning wheel on it to like high polish it. I just didn't think that it would, I didn't think that it would make it through. So we did a matte finish, but I think that that really suits the piece anyway, so sorry Fate. I love this piece. It was very fun to make. Thank you so much for watching. This is Scoop, by the way. He loves the shoulder. I'm gonna go subscribe if you like crafts and stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye.
say you're getting old, but what do you